Just a simple thought that there are things that we don't fully understand, things that we don't know exactly how to explain, can leave anyone creeped out.
Mira, una bruja, mire. Go, go, go!
From bizarre encounters with strange cryptids, shadow people, and other creepy things that we wouldn't even know where to begin to explain, to creepy sightings of megalodon-like creatures.
I'm not going over there, Mom. Why?
In this video, we're going to be analyzing and taking a look into creepy things that ended up being caught on camera. Are you guys ready? Well, let's go. One of my favorite things to do when I'm on vacation is travel to the beach and enjoy a sunny day. And at night, share creepy and scary stories of things that happened in the ocean. The thing is, there are several stories and myths of strange and huge creatures that supposedly roam our oceans. If half of them are true, then that's already too many. For instance, in this video we can see what appears to be a mermaid caught on camera. The uploader says that this video was taken in Karachi Beach. However, the quality is very bad. It's very difficult to affirm exactly if this is real or not.
Come to Wexford Island, and we have an animal which is a bit strange.
In Ireland, a dragon-like creature was found washed ashore, left locals baffled.
Smelly.
And as you can see, it's very difficult to affirm or even state what this creature is. It does not look like a whale or anything like that. What do you think? At a beach in Russia, a furry-like creature was found by locals and also left them baffled. Now in this case, what's curious is that the creature was partially covered in sand, and locals tried to dig it all out using a shovel, but they were unable. The creature was that big. Now some suggested that there was some sort of woolly mammoth that had washed ashore due to melting glaciers. Others suggested that it could be some sort of huge, unknown sea creature, while experts tried to find an explanation and suggested that maybe it was parts of a sea whale or a shark. However, to this day, it remains a mystery. The thing is, we know very little about what really lives inside our oceans. About 5 to 10% of it is uncovered by us. The rest is unknown. Take this video for instance as an example. It was captured by Bob Plum 3,000 meters deep into the Gulf of Mexico. This creature seems to be a shark, but it doesn't have a dorsal fin, so it must be something else. It's videos like these and many others that leaves us baffled, scratching our heads thinking, wow, there's got to be loads more hidden there deep under the sea.
What is that? Oh my god! What is that?
And there is. In this next video posted by Adam Haran on YouTube, supposedly a Brazilian Coast Guard was doing a rescue when all of a sudden something different was captured on camera. Check this out. A long and huge creature swims just next to one of the rescuers. If you watch closely, this thing is too big to be a shark or maybe even a whale. When this video was posted online, it sparked a discussion between, is this a real megalodon sighting or is this fake? Now, a megalodon is an extinct species of a shark that lived approximately 4 million years ago, and to this day there is no official sighting of such a creature. However, in few occasions, divers find themselves face to face with what could be traces of the existence of a megalodon. So on one hand, many internet users believe that this could be a real megalodon sighting, and on another hand, there were loads of people saying that this was actually a faked video. Now, I haven't found any official statement saying that this is fake. However, who knows? It could be. In your opinion, could it be that this video is the real deal, or is it something else? And could Megalodon, a huge shark that lived millions of years ago, still be out there somewhere in our oceans? Now, when it comes to exploring beautiful places in the Dominican Republic, William Ramos TV is one of the best YouTube channels there is. If you take a look at his channel, he has about 300,000 subscribers, and he does videos focused on tourism. None of his videos are actually focused on the strange, the bizarre, or the mysterious. In one particular video, William asks a guide to show them around an area that not long ago was known as a native cemetery, and more recently known as a place for people to go to practice witchcraft. William asks the guide to show the place around. The guide begins then explaining how certain rituals were done in this place and inside the caves. There seems to be petroglyphs all over, and some of them had certain meanings. This is when all of a sudden they actually capture something strange on camera. This is what happened.
Cree que tallaban estos petroglifos para proteger estos lugares. Y si ven la expresión,
wow, sí, es como cuidado.
Es como
sí,
cuidado, mi hermano.
Vigilando, sí, sí, es verdad.
Right at the entrance of the cave, they notice a petroglyph that resembles some sort of humanoid figure. This bizarre humanoid-shaped figure is said to be an entity that protects the entrance of the cave. This is when they decide to continue to explore the cave entrance, and all of a sudden, this happens.
Excavaron, fue ahí, ¿verdad?
Sí, hicieron una excavacióncita.
¿Qué usted cree que podamos encontrar?
No, ponían su petroglifo como en señal de que ellos vivían y como que era una protección.
Did you see it? In the background, something seems to move. It did not capture the attention of William nor his team at the time. This was something that his subscribers actually pointed out days later after the video was uploaded. At first, I thought this was just a person. However, if you take a look, rewind and slow-mo the video, you can actually see this is something else. The thing is, if you watch the full video on his channel, William Ramos and his team were all alone at this place. There was no one else with them. And at this exact moment, they were all at this side of the cave, just about to enter it. There was no one there at that other side. So whatever this thing is, could it be some sort of cryptid caught on camera, or maybe an entity that takes care of this place, or even maybe someone that was following them the entire time? What's your take? Now, if there's one thing that I enjoy doing is listening to good music. I enjoyed the 60s and the 70s, and I think it was a very magical time. However, there is something dark, mysterious, and very creepy about the 60s. And it's the fact that many bands at the time affirmed to have some sort of contact with the occult. Bands like Led Zeppelin, The Doors, and many others were said to have sold their souls to the devil at some point in exchange for fame and money.
So about a week, not today, but about a week ago, I sold my soul.
I sold my soul to have a life that I wanted.
I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music, yeah. But it didn't work out, and so I sold my soul to the devil.
And it was not very different with Bob Dylan. In a chilling interview, Bob talks about his deal with Destiny.
Thing. I made a bargain with it, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my end.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Now if you pay attention, it doesn't seem like Bob Dylan is making a joke about it or even having fun. He seems quite serious about it. And for some mysterious reason, he's telling all of this on live television for millions of people to see. But it's what he's about to say next that will chill you to the bone.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And on this earth, and then in a world we can't see.
Now what makes this all even creepier is the fact that Bob Dylan began his career in 1959, and by 61 he was already very famous. Bob looked up to Robert Johnson, a musician from the 1920s, who was said to be one of the first musicians to sell his soul to the devil. He actually stated that in many songs of his, and at the age of 27 he died in mysterious ways. In your opinion, what is really going on here, and why do some singers and famous people like Bob Dylan come forward regretfully stating that they did such a thing? Now talk about capturing something really creepy on camera. Back in 1679, Oliver Plunkett was a bishop for the Catholic Church, and he was arrested by the English monarchy for promoting Catholic faith. At the time, it was considered a very serious crime. And a couple of years later, in 1681, he was executed in Newgate Prison in London. Now here's where things start to get really creepy. In 1921, almost 250 years later, Oliver Plunkett's head and his jail cell door were brought to St. Peter's Church in Ireland for display. His head was placed on a neatly decorated glass box, and his jail cell was set up just next to it, the same jail cell where Oliver Plunkett was held as a prisoner for 8 months before he was executed. Now Vicky Bramshaw is a YouTuber who was on vacation when she decided to visit this creepy place. This is when she actually captured something chilling on camera. Check this out.
This is the door of the cell in Newgate Prison, where St. Oliver Plunkett was imprisoned for 8 months.
He's a very interesting figure, because he was one of the first ecumenical Christians.
Vicky captures what appears to be a pale face looking back straight at them through one of the openings in the door. Now whatever this thing is, back at the time, many internet users left comments saying that this was some sort of reflection. However, to me, it doesn't look like that, and if we actually take a look at this same door through other videos, I don't see how a reflection could actually happen there. So, could this actually be the ghost of Oliver Plunkett, or maybe something else? Back in the old days, witchcraft, rituals, and things of sort were believed to be a way of communicating with the other side, as in ghosts, spirits, and demonic entities. It was sort of common knowledge. Nowadays, things have changed. We have internet, we have technology, and most people don't know anything about rituals or witchcraft. However, in certain countries and cultures, this common knowledge still exists and is still used. This is the case, for example, in Mexico. Now there is a YouTuber in Mexico known as Payaso de la Toledo, and they do exploration in places such as cemeteries and abandoned houses in search for people practicing rituals.
Dios mío. Están rezando, compa.
In my opinion, it's not a very intelligent idea because it could be very dangerous. The thing is, at first, I thought that their videos were faked. However, when I learned that they are live streaming, this is when I actually started to pay attention that maybe this is the real deal. And in one particular video, things don't go exactly as they expect. And this is what happens.
Sí es. Sí. ¿Quién eres?
At first, the group of explorers finds what appears to be a person dressed in all black, hidden in one of the trees. Because they are unable to cross the river, they try to communicate with this person, without success. They then decide to start exploring deeper into the cemetery. And this is when things start to get creepier.
Dios mío. Vean, vean. Mira, 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 compa. Miren. Lo que estaba en el árbol, hay que checar, compa. Ay, espéreme, espéreme. Sí. Escuchen, escuchen, escuchen. Miren, miren, ahí está algo, miren. Ahí está algo, mira, ahí hay algo. Vámonos por este lado. Ay, Dios mío. ¡Uy, papá! Hay más acá abajo, hay más acá abajo, hay más acá abajo, hay más acá, véngase. Hay más acá abajo.
Payaso de la Toledo is trying to capture some sort of ritual on camera, and it seems that they are in the right place. There's something happening here. This is when they hear a strange noise coming from not so far away. They decide to follow it. And this is what happens next.
Pues, ¿qué, compa? ¿Le seguimos por acá o nos vamos, le damos vuelta? Miren, amigos. No, seas mamón, arriba del árbol, güey. Arriba del árbol está con una mujer. ¡Mira, una mujer! Arriba del árbol está con una mujer. Ahí está. Es una bruja, compa.
Ahí arriba,
no sé, güey, pero ahí hay algo.
Hay una bruja ahí,
Cuidado atrás, compa. No pueden llegar.
The group spots what appears to be a person on top of one of the trees. They can't exactly agree to what it is. They decide to get closer to it. However, when they do, there is absolutely nothing there.
Arriba, compa, acá. Hoy, aquí arriba del árbol. Ya no hay nada, compa. Ya no hay nada.
This is when, I guess, for the first time, the group realizes that they shouldn't be there. And this is what they ended up capturing on camera.
Por este lado también se escuchó. Hoy. Mire. Ahí está uno, ahí se agachó uno, mire. Ahí se agachó uno, mire. Ahí va, mire. Ahí va.
They come across a group of people dressed in robes of different colors. However, these people don't seem to be very much happy about it. Toledo's group decides then to start running. This is what happens next.
Véngase por acá, compa. Nos van a rodear. No son más, compa. Miren. Mira, ahí van más, miren. Miren, amigos. Miren. Acá están en la tuba verde. Cuidado, por acá. Arriba del árbol.
Toledo and his friends run in fear, and I can completely understand why. However, it's very difficult to affirm if this is indeed a group of people that was performing a ritual, or if they were just grave robbers with the intention to scare anyone approaching whatever they are doing in the cemetery. In your opinion, what do you think is going on here? And if you were in Toledo's position, what would you have done? Now, I don't know about you, but there's something creepy about the ancient Egyptian pyramids. I'm not too sure exactly why, but when I look at the petroglyphs and the way they built the pyramids, I just feel this weird sensation that maybe there was something else to their time. If you actually look at it, the greatness they achieved and all that, it makes us question exactly who built it and how. Was it really human technology, or was it something else? The thing is, about a year ago, the Giza pyramids were visited by strange objects, and lots of people actually captured it on camera. And it happened again just last week. Check this out. Video uploaded by Adriano to Facebook, we can see what appears to be a luminous object just on top of the pyramid. And at first, it appears to be some sort of drone, or maybe something like that. The object is too big, however, to be a drone. In my opinion, it could be something else. Now, last year, in 2020, it happened differently, and this is what was captured on camera.
What's that? What is going on? What is going on? No. I feel like they're actually. Whoa.
In your opinion, what is going on here? Could it be a drone or maybe something else? What's your take? Now, if you've ever researched into creepy topics, you've probably come across shadow people. Now, shadow people are supposedly evil entities that appear in people's dreams and in their rooms in the middle of the night. Creepy thing about it is that loads of people claim to have seen such a thing at some point in their lives, and some of them say that bad things happen some days later after seeing it. Now, Sabia Il is a YouTuber who a couple of months ago started experiencing strange things in her home. She actually saw objects moving by themselves and heard whispering sounds. She was able to capture some of it on camera, and it appeared that there was a shadow person in her house. Sabia Il did what most people would do, and she moved out into a new apartment where things were going good, until a couple of weeks ago, when strange things started happening again. And this is what she was able to capture on camera.
Het nieuwe huis.
Sabia Il was apparently setting up her Christmas tree when all of a sudden one of the lights in her hallway starts flickering by itself. She went to check it out in hopes that it was just an electric failure, but it wasn't, and she was just about to find out. This is what happens next.
Verdorie. Helemaal klaar mee. Oh. Oh.
Her hallway lights go off by themselves once again, and Sabia Il starts to panic. Now, if you look at the video, it's very hard to understand exactly what's going on, but if we mess with the contrast and the brightness, you can actually see that when she was about to go into the hallway, she spots a tall, dark figure staring right back at her. This is very difficult to make out in the original video, and this is one of the reasons I believe this could be the real deal. Whatever this thing is, it's probably not a friendly entity, and Sabia Il made a very good move not going into that hallway all alone. What's your take? In your opinion, could Sabia Il be faking these videos for views, or is it something else? Now, Sabia Il isn't the only one to capture strange things in relation to shadow people and things of sort. Working as a security guard in the night shift has its perks. It can be a good thing because it's quieter, but at the same time, it can be as scary as it can get. And it's not much different with Matt Janai, who posted a video to YouTube on August 22nd, 2020 of something chilling that happened to him. And this is what he caught on camera.
Aku tak faham tu, pintu yang tandas tu selalu sangat terbuka. Masuk hari ni dah 12 kali, pintu tu saya terbuka je. Jam sekarang dah pukul 3.24 pagi. Apa nak jadi hari ni, aku akan cari apa benda yang sebab pintu terbuka untuk malam ni. Kita tutup pintu tu. Kalau terbuka balik, kita naik atas dan cek sekali lagi.
Matt Janai does some checking around. He goes upstairs, he locks the door, he makes sure that there is no one inside or outside the building. This is when Matt Janai goes back downstairs, and when he looks up he realizes the doors are open once again. Thinking that it might be someone pranking him, he runs upstairs. This is what happens next.
Sial tu lah, aku baru tutup tak sampai berapa minit. Terbuka lagi pintu ni. Kita tengok apa yang ada kat dalam. Sial tu. Baru tak baru sampai berapa minit. Terbuka balik. Oi, siapa dalam oi? Kosong. Kosong lah. Astagfirullahaladzim.
Seconds before Janai goes into the bathroom, his phone suffers some sort of electronic failure. It's when he opens the door that he realizes that there's something there, just behind it. What appears to be a tall, dark figure. Could be a shadow person. Now what leads me to believe that this video might not be fake is Janai's reaction, and taking into consideration that this figure, whatever it is, it's too tall and too big to be a human being, but I could be wrong. What's your take? Don't forget we now have a new Discord server you can join anytime, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel.